All right, Omar. What are we doing today?
So I tend to fall down rabbit holes because my curiosity tends to get the best of me. And I tried to watch this show called Jupiter's Legacy before. And it seemed interesting because the costumes were like amazing. They're like one of the best made costumes I've ever seen for just a Netflix show. So I saw the poster and I was like, okay, this looks like it has potential. And I watched it.
What was it? What did you watch?
What do you mean, Jupiter's Legacy?
Did you already say Jupiter's Legacy?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I'm
said
wrong
it.
then. I was looking at this. I was like, Guardians. Guardians what?
But yeah, so I watched it, and besides, the obvious CGI fight scenes, everything else was really good. Because it's one thing, because I feel like they just didn't have enough money for the show. And if they had more money for the show, this would have went off. And I really wish there'd be a season 2. It doesn't seem like there's going to be a season 2 because I've looked all over. And it's like I try to look into other people's reviews into it, and some people have gone into like the comic books, and I looked into those, and that's interesting too. But then I stumbled upon this review. Jupiter's Legacy is really, really bad.
Now, before we actually get into this is no hate to the creator. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. We just like to point out our differences when it comes to opinions, basically. And not to say that his opinions are bad or anything. We're not obligated to even say that at all, of course. But we do, of course, have disagreements when it comes to his review and how we view the show also.
And I feel like, because when it comes to like shows, especially stuff like this, which is like superhero related, because I love superhero stuff. So, and this is like a darker turn, and I need to know just other perspectives, because I can think about it one way, but I want to see how other people feel about it. So then it's not to form my own opinion, but more so to understand where other people are coming from when they say, the show is trash or it's really not good and other things of the sorts. So,
which is why we fell in a really deep rabbit hole when it came to She-Hulk.
Yeah. That's a whole nother thing.
That's a whole different crisis. Let's see what he has to say about Jupiter's Legacy.
About to be an ad anyways, probably.
Oh, probably, more than likely.
Oh my!
It reminds me of Transformers dubstep. Y'all remember Transformers dubstep?
You came across Jupiter's Legacy.
No, you don't. I was there.
Hey, check this out. You should check out Jupiter's Legacy.
I'm like, why? Why would I check out Jupiter's Legacy? It didn't really look appealing, but they're like,
No, the trailers did not do a good job.
No, not necessarily.
Just
No.
like Invincible, but live action.
Nah, say no more, fam.
Okay.
Yeah, whoever
Now,
told you.
let me start from there, because that right there.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It really isn't your fault. It's just whoever told you that it's like Invincible lied to you.
But even like I didn't even
lied
go
to you.
in that mindset thinking about Invincible. Yeah,
Even if you watched it?
Invincible is a darker hero show, of course. And it's like I understand that they're like you have shows like I'm not gonna reference like the later seasons of The Flash, but I'm gonna say season 1 and season 2. Where it's like you have hero shows that are lighthearted. There are things that happen that get dark, but it's not as dark as how it happened in Jupiter's Legacy. You get blood and guts.
Yeah,
That's why
I
feel like that's why the person said
If that's the case,
Invincible, because they got blood and guts in like
and
the
they're
first
superheroes.
episode.
It
It
has
was
to
the
do with
first episode.
superheroes and it's gory. That's the two connections that they
Yeah,
made.
and then they cuss, and it's just like
yeah,
okay.
and then that's it.
Yeah,
He has a white outfit.
He literally is.
His cape is also red.
He's
See, it's
basically
Omni-Man,
that guy.
bro.
He
I
really
promise you,
is.
that's the same dude.
In a sense, it's like obvious. It's the obvious connections to real life superhero stuff, but then they take a different turn. But
Yeah, it's very. If you watch the
into
actual
it.
show, it's deeper.
Invincible? I love that show. I did a review on it. You should check it out. I love the show. Show's freaking awesome. Let's go for season 2. Where is it?
That's a great question. Actually, that's a very good question.
But live action, I gotta check this out. I've got to check this out. I've since then come to the conclusion that the person who told me to check out the show was Satan. This show is absolute trash.
All right, now that's where you lost me. You were right, and then you were wrong. Well, not wrong. Not everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Okay.
You know, of course.
Here is where my mindset, because I was watching the
We don't even know
first
why
episode.
we don't even know why he thinks it's.
Because
We know it's bad. Okay, wait. Let's see what he has to say first before we.
For anyone to try and compare this to Invincible, you should be in an insane asylum.
Okay, so take out the invincible aspect towards
Yeah.
it. Just ignore that and look at it for what it is.
Trash. Everything. When I mean everything, Lucas, is there anything redeemable about the show? No. Everything is trash. It's trash. The only way you can somehow watch the show and not have a gag reflex is that if you saw it, if someone told you, hey, this is going to be a comedy. Because that's what this is.
A comedy.
Okay.
Were there any aspects that actually like? No, there's nothing about.
Okay,
I mean,
okay,
there's
okay.
funny moments,
So,
but it's not a comedy.
Here's
I
where
know he's
go in.
exaggerating, but
No, because he's saying there's no redeeming qualities, and there actually is. 'Cause
Josh Duhamel's
in the
it.
in the first episode, you get bro, why am I blanking on his name now?
You talking about the characters' names?
The dad and the brother.
Yeah,
It's
can't
been
remember-
it's
yeah,
been a minute,
I
but
can't remember their names.
it was like
Was it
not Olympus.
an Olympian or something like that?
No. That's
Hey,
from
that's what the
the
internet is
Olympian
for.
is
We're
from
gonna
something
Google it
else.
real quick.
No. Hold on.
No.
I can get it.
Are you sure?
I can get it.
Are you sure?
It's like Utopian.
There
Boom.
you
See,
go.
I told you I could get it. Okay, so you have him wanting to be the best hero he can be, because when he first started out and his kids were younger, they looked up to him. He had a different look. He didn't look as raggedy as he does now. And in the promo, when you look at him in, like, when you open it on
Are you talking about
Netflix,
like his hair?
Yeah, hair down.
Yeah, that's the thing.
full
I didn't
beard.
know it was Josh Duhamel when we were watching it because it doesn't look like him at all.
And
I know Josh Duhamel is old, but he ain't that old.
he's stuck in the past. He's stuck in his old ways because he's from the 1930s.
Yeah, he's
So
been along for
he's
a really long time.
really old. To a degree, it's understandable for him to be stuck in his ways, because watching the whole journey was like, okay, I understand why he is the way he is. So when he said there's no redeemable qualities, I was like, well, there's characters that do make you feel for them. You got the brother who he is trying to be like the next utopian because his dad's like, well, you gotta be just like me. You gotta make sure you gotta be the best next utopian, because if I'm gone, then who else is gonna do it? And I'm like,
His
well,
life
the mom is more
revolves-
than capable. Honestly, I'm gonna say this right now: the mom is the best character. The mom is the
100%,
best character in the whole show.
100%.
And I promise you that if you end up watching this show, you will understand why I said the mom is the best character. She understands both sides, because the mom is also from the 1930s, but she understands the present while the father is stuck in the past. She wants the family to stay together, but obviously it already started with the daughter, and when she left to go do her own stuff, and the father obviously disapproves. But it's like, you can't always control these things, especially in an old aspect like this. I don't know. And then the suits, come on, the suits at least were a redeeming quality, because every
Yeah,
single person
the
in
mom's
there
suit was the best suit.
yeah, every single person in superhero suit in here was really cool. 100%. Everyone's super suit was really cool. The mom's suit, the daughter of the guy in the wheelchair, the black guy, her suit when she had like the fist, the fire fist.
Oh yeah.
The product is there. It's just the way it was executed with the CGI and the fights
Yeah,
weren't
the
there.
fights were bad. We can be honest about that. The
That's
fights
the
were
only
actually
thing.
pretty bad.
But there wasn't enough fights to make me feel like, oh, this show was horrible. But it wasn't like, oh, this was top tier. But there was another fight in there that was later on in the series that I did actually like, because it didn't have as much CGI, but it looked like it worked, like it was supposed to be.
You can tell they're on wires and behind a green screen.
I mean, yeah.
And that's the problem with it, is that I'm pretty sure they used like one type of green screen. They didn't use any other type of product. So I'll go back and do some research on the behind the scenes making of it. But the prosthetics and the makeup was there too. The gore was fine. I didn't think the gore looked bad.
No, the
was-
gore was realistic. Like the first episode, because the son had to punch a villain in the face, and it like cracked his face open. You can hear the noise, and blood and gore was everywhere, and it was like realistic. Like it looks real.
When they're just sitting and talking, the cinematography in this show is really good. They have some really neat and unique angles inside the show.
And it's like they have unique ideas too, because even though the superhero aspect has been done, what they were doing with it was very interesting, because it wasn't like a typical, oh, you were born with these powers type shit. It was more so they had to earn him, and it wasn't just him. So it's a really deep story that you gotta go into. So it was like,
40 seconds in this video.
I mean, it's like, you gotta let them know.
Like one of the actors I really like, he was from House of Cards, right? Who was having, spoiler alert, who was having an affair with Claire Underwood. I like him. He's a good actor. He has some good scenes in here. There's some good quality here and there. Good actors. But they had nothing to work with. They had nothing to work with. Listen to what I'm saying. There is nothing redeemable about the show. Nothing. When I first saw the show, it gives you like this.
Why do you put that there?
There's gonna be gun. There's gonna be gore, sex, drugs, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, this is a good start.
There is sex and drugs in it, but it's not like to an extent, to a really bad extent. Mostly the addiction.
Why do they have gore in the show? What gore? You want to see?
Did you watch the? No, I'm not gonna say he didn't. I'm just saying, cause I'm
the first episode.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure.
The first episode, the son had a moment where he had to make a decision to either save his dad or kill the villain, and he chose to kill the villain. And he punched him in the face, cracked his face open. Like it was brain matter was on the ground.
What kind of gore? What is an extent of gore? Like what do you consider gore?
There's Saw gore. And then there's like, all he did was just punch the dude in the face really, really hard gore. Like, it was like, yes, there's brain matter everywhere. I know I haven't seen it yet, but the A-Train, when he dragged the dude by his ankle.
Yeah, that's gore.
So it's like, there's that, but it makes sense because he dragged him while running super fast. While this one, he just super punched him in the face and cracked his face open. And it was just brain matter on the ground.
There weren't like a lot of fights in the show that
and then
had people die in it anyways.
I mean, yeah, remember
like, people die, but not a lot of...
There was a girl who had her intestines
I
out.
do remember that, yeah.
She had her intestines, she was... At least I didn't kill. I was like, girl, your intestines are out.
And then the mom had to go in and step in and do her thing.
And you had to die for not killing. And it's like, yeah, you don't want to teach these new heroes to kill to resolve their problems, but the fact that she did it to a T because the dad has this old,
when we show the example,
we have to blur out the gore. We have to blur it out because it's like there's gore there. There is gore there. I remember
100%.
it.
It's Netflix. Netflix is not gonna have.
So it's like I don't know what he's. Maybe he wanted more.
Maybe he wanted more.
Maybe he wanted it bloodier.
Maybe he went into this thinking it was just like Invincible.
Like eyeballs popping out. I think that's what he wanted. Like it was more jaws flying, this, that, and the other, bone fragments.
Maybe if I watched this first and then gone to Invincible, maybe. But going from Invincible to this, you are out of your damn mind. Okay, this is gore. No, this is nothing. Okay, this is a joke. This show is a joke. If you like this show, congratulations. We all know that you now have bad taste. Listen, for the most part, I have no idea who the majority of the cast is because they can't act, okay? I was trying, once again, I was trying to debate whether or not it was just a poor script or it was bad acting. In this case, I'm gonna go with both.
Is he just showing clips of the trailer?
Yeah, it's from the trailer. But
I want him to give me an example. Is he gonna? Give me an example.
Perfect. Just disaster. This is the perfect storm because the acting is trash. It seemed like they got some like models who like acted as like, I don't know, like a side gig or something. They're like, oh, well, we don't have to pay you SAG. I guess you can be, since you're non-union, why don't you come on and we'll do a pilot for the show and see if it takes off. That's what it seemed like. These people, the characters, they're not even 2D, they're 1D.
What makes them 1D? Wait, what makes them 1D?
Disrespect to one dimension, okay? They are paper thin. The acting is.
He's not saying.
Oh, he's just saying they're thin.
He's just saying that they're.
What makes them thin though?
Everyone has
Is he trying to not be a It doesn't. He didn't say non-spoiler or no spoilers at all. Is he trying to not spoil it? Is that why he's not giving like examples?
No, you can still say examples without spoiling it though. Like how I was explaining the father, how he has these old views and beliefs because he was born in the 1930s, and he's brought them back. He keeps thinking about them and he forces his children onto these these old beliefs that he has. While the mother, who also has to deal with this stuff, well, she's also from the 1930s. She understands of being part of the modern times. But then you have the daughter who does not want to be part of this lifestyle. She doesn't want to be, taking the responsibility of being a hero. Because it's understandable. Not everyone's going to want to be a hero. The son has a complex towards his dad where he thinks he has to be good as him, if not better than him. And he's been doing that for his whole life. And then you have the daughter who feels excluded because instead of the dad being a father, he's more of a superhero. And then you got the mom on the other side who's dealing with this, and she hasn't even had her husband home, let alone, the hero, utopian. But her husband himself has not been home because he's always
been out and about. You
always
can even
doing
tell. He
hero
doesn't even
stuff.
know the other superhero's real name.
He doesn't know anyone else's names. He knows their hero names,
Who's that?
but not their actual
Starbucks.
names.
Oh, okay. I
But
know
everyone
Starbucks.
else in the show
George?
refer to each other by their names.
You know George?
Who?
You know George? George Truman.
What?
Cyclops.
Oh. I didn't know who you were talking about. Let's see. It's like
I want a
he
divorce.
does stuff like that. Like, and it will be in front of the person too. He will look at that person, he'll be like, "Oh, you're sprinkle dust.
You're Sprinkle Dust.
My name is Jessica." He'd be like,
Yeah, but your superhero name is Sprinkle
but
Dust,
your name
right?
is Sprinkle Dust. That's what you came in here as, right? So that's what you're called. Everyone has depth to them. There
They're more than
wasn't
just one dimension.
there wasn't anyone that felt
The sister
dull
wants
to
to
me.
have a normal life. She's got a problem with her father, and she has a problem with her. Would that be a spoiler?
What do you want to say? Well,
I can cut it.
too.
Yeah,
I was about to say.
I can say anything I want.
Oh yeah, that's. I thought you were gonna say. Yeah, just went on that. But she has problem with the father. She has problem with the brother because the brother wants to be like the father.
Exactly.
You got the. She feels like the mother is always on her father's side when it's really her mom is trying to see the best of both worlds because she
She's
wants
really
the
just
best
like
for her daughter.
Yeah.
She does.
That's
wants the
what
best
makes
for
her
daughter.
one of the best characters, or like the best character.
It's just like, of course, the daughter's gonna keep doing rebellious things because the dad he doesn't want to understand. He's just stuck with this.
I didn't buy anything on screen. I was just like, why are you this bad? The special effects, they're special, all right, because they're on the spectrum. Okay, I don't know who did these special effects, but what was their budget? Okay, $5 and a Snickers.
You know what it was? You know who took it? Stranger Things. And we all know that. We all know Stranger Things took their money because Netflix pours their money into Stranger Things. Everybody knows this.
Stranger Things T-shirts.
Stranger Things on your pizza box. Stranger Things socks. Stranger Things video game.
Stranger Things Fortnite.
Yeah, they fucking Demogorgon is in the in Fortnite.
Not the
Yeah.
ads. Light skinned niggas.
Why couldn't it have been a dark skinned guy, huh?
He's too dark.
Wow.
The darky.
I'm actually hungry, so I gotta get some food. They even did the flying good too.
The flying was
done.
The flying
really
was
good.
Some of the flying was good.
Well,
some
I'm
people's
talking about-
flying.
What
was
I'm
better than
remembering,
the
I'm thinking
others.
about the mom.
Oh,
When
the
mom
mom's
would,
flying
like,
was great.
Specific characters, yes, it would look like wonky, but it's like money.
Money.
It's like you want it to look better, put some more money into it.
No, we got to give it to Stranger Things. I'm sorry.
Why though?
Because why?
But this is new, and
Why
you
are you
know,
asking? No,
more
shut
people
up,
can
shut up,
see.
shut up,
to
shut up.
this.
I literally
Don't
do
you
not.
have,
I do
like,
not
how many
care. I
seasons of Stranger
I
Things?
literally don't care. Stranger Things season 5. Stranger Things season 6. Stranger Things season 7. Stranger Things prequel.
We can't even get a season 2.
Stranger Things anime, nigga.
It's like put money into new things so that more people can experience this. But then when you get reviews like this, then less people are gonna want to watch it because they think it's utter trash.
Boss, avoid this show at all costs. This show is trash. When it comes to the costumes, let me just.
We already talked about the comic.
Listen, I know
costumes.
apparently this was based off of a comic or something. Listen. Not everything in the comics translates well to the screen. Okay, like people have been in the industry for a while.
He's starting to lose his voice.
Understand this, but apparently
'Cause
this
he's
has
yelling
must
so
have been
much.
the team's first show ever. Okay, I don't know where they got this team. The costume designers, the director, the screenwriter, the whole team is trash. They should never be allowed to, I don't know, work in Hollywood again. If it comes.
Sheesh. Really?
That was harsh.
Yeah, like, shit.
Because-
is it that deep? I wonder how you feel
Okay.
about The Last Airbender, because if you're saying this about Jupiter's legacy, I think he wants the people that made Last Airbender to
Because
die.
if you look at Utopian, look at his outfit in the comics, and then look at his outfit in the live action. That is damn near the same shit. They even added more detail to it because
That's
if
what
you
he's
look,
saying. He's saying not everything in the comics needs to be translated into live action.
But then what did you want his suit? His suit looks cool. What did you want
It's
his
got
suit?
little like engravings on it all over.
And the engravings, it you understand what the engravings mean later because it's
What
related
makes
to
it
something
suit bad
else.
though? It's just because it looks like cosplay. Like, it doesn't look like cosplay. I like the little belt. I like the
I
colors.
love the engravings on it
I wish he
after
had
you find
gloves.
out what happens later on.
There's like a little patch area, like you see how it's going down the side of his rib cage and then
Yeah.
going straight down, and then it has the same things on his lap too.
Yeah, I like it. And
There's-
then the mom suit.
This doesn't look like
Obviously,
the
we're
mom's
gonna, we're gonna
suit's the
show
best
we're gonna show the suits
Of
in
course.
the thing,
Bam,
but
right there. Bam, right there. Bam,
Bam,
everywhere,
bam,
everywhere.
No, we're gonna actually show you for real. But like the brother suit obviously relates to the dad suit, but it's still somewhat dialed back because it has the blue of the mom, but the crest of the father that he had. You can tell these suits had a lot of effort put into them.
Yeah,
because
those engravings were not
Every
easy to make.
superhero, well, most of the superheroes that were in there that were consistent that I saw like throughout the other episodes, their suits were really good. You know, you had people get cracked in the first episode, so you didn't
Oh, yeah.
you didn't get to really see their suits for real. For what they were, it was still really good. For something I've never seen, is like those are really creative.
They should be barred from it. All right.
Hard. Wait, hold on. What? I didn't hear the whole
They
sentence.
should be barred from ever like
What are
making.
these costumes? They're so corny, and you combine
Stop
that
the
with the
costumes.
bad acting and the bad special effects. It's like it's a comedy. This show's a comedy, and then like the story, bruh. Don't even get me started. This story
No,
is a
please
joke.
get
I
started.
watched the
wanna
whole
know.
season because I was like, someone told me. Once again, I think it was Satan. Satan told me, it was like, hey, it gets better, Lucas. Keep watching. And of course, I'm a sucker. I felt for it because I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. I mean, it can't get any worse. Boy, oh boy, did they surprise me. The show, the last episode, I'm like, okay, we finally discover how they got their powers. We really don't know, okay? We just know, hey, they touched a rock.
Oh, he's not worried
we
about
work as a
spoilers at
team.
all.
I mean,
All right,
that was-
all right. Give me some
Years and
examples,
years and
bro.
years of trauma, right, that you may have with someone. If I don't know,
This-
if your father, if you're your father's
Oh, I'm
favorite,
gonna
and you're
finish.
always in the shadow of your bigger brother, whatever. Well, rest assured, you can fix all that just by hugging it out. Just by hugging it out.
I mean, yeah,
you're
that's
good
your
to go,
brother.
all right.
I mean,
Horrible.
bro, hold-
Okay,
no matter
okay.
no matter how
Hold on.
mad you get at your brother, does he have siblings?
That's something I would somewhat agree. He's exaggerating a little bit.
Yeah.
But him and his brother had beef, yes. But they did talk it out while they were on their journey going throughout what they're doing. I mean, he already said, so I
Yeah,
can.
he's like.
I'm
he's
not gonna
worried
say
about
everything,
spoilers.
but I'm gonna say somewhat so you can get the gist of what I'm trying to explain. They had to go through this journey to get their powers, and it was just him and his current wife, his brother, and a couple other people that you meet along the way. In order to get the powers, you have to work together, like completely work together. And they saw that there was dead bodies everywhere, and from other time periods too. So it's like other people have done this before, but nobody has ever actually worked together because they always try to kill each other at the end. But instead of doing that, they try to work together and they have to work through their problems. Now the brothers working through their problems makes sense. The only one I would get at is that the brother had a problem with a friend of the main character, but they butted heads. But then like they got over it. Like they don't really know each other. They're not brothers, so it's like them making up that fast doesn't really make sense. A one talk wouldn't make me just be like, all right. But
It's Mark Wahlberg.
that's not.
It's
let's
Mark
not, let's
Wahlberg.
not.
No,
Let's
if
not do
you're-
that right now.
if
Let's not do
you're-
that.
if it's Mark
one
Wahlberg.
like this is what that's,
You're gonna
that's
get
another
stuck.
thing.
You're gonna get stuck in there.
If it's for us to get powers, I'ma make up. That's not a problem. I just won't talk to him.
But you still hate him.
No, I don't hate him.
Yes,
I
you
just
Yes,
avoid
you
him. I'd be like, oh, smart. I'm like, oh. But I don't hate him.
It'll sense
There'll be no hate.
sense the hate.
No, there's
deep
no
within.
hate. No,
Yes, it is.
No, I would in that very
You hug
moment.
that man.
In
You
that
hug
very
Mark
moment.
Wahlberg.
Oh.
You gotta hug him.
My God.
You gotta give him
for
a
the
man
powers.
hug.
Yes, for the powers, for fucking superpowers.
You be like,
nah, I'm gonna just do it like one of them quick pats. Just
Terrible makeup. Who did the makeup on the show? They should be fired as well. Everyone who had anything to do on the show should be blacklisted. Okay?
Whoa,
Should be blacklisted
blacklisted?
until the year
No.
2030.
you're
I say
tripping,
that's
bro.
fair. It should be
He
He's
said that's
exa-
fair.
That's
Oh my
fair.
God.
Okay, you're
The dude
exaggerating.
From, House of Cards, they give him this wig and this prosthetic face. It's so bad. It's so bad. The characters are bad.
He
He
looks
looked like an old
real.
man.
That looks real.
In the comments, let us know. Do you think that the prosthetics look bad?
This doesn't help.
This
And
is
it's like
weird.
for someone who if someone who wants to know about it or wants to watch Jupiter's Legacy and is unsure and then they watch his video and then they're like, oh, well, if
it's
this
probably
is that
just
bad,
so freaking garbage. They probably think it's Morbius.
and then
out
they
here.
ignore it, and it's like,
Yeah.
come on now.
It's not even that bad. The story's actually
At
really
least
good.
drop in some points where like if there's bad things in it or like good things that bring the show to a different level, stuff like that.
Bad. He has his son. I don't know. The son can't act, and I don't know what his character is, but his character is trash as well.
He said, wait, he said he didn't know what his character.
Utopian guy, right? He has a daughter who has a drug habit.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, drug habit. So she's just doing fashion shoots and stuff like that. I'm like, what? This is stupid.
She's a drug addict because of the abuse she's gone through in her household.
I'm pretty sure, if I can remember correctly, she left at the age of like 16.
16. See, now no wonder
she left
she's
at
a
the
drug
age of
addict.
16,
She left
and
at
then
16
she
years
was
old.
hopping from like friend's house to friend's house, if I can remember correctly, and like she just got into drugs because she was a
you're on the
rebellious
street.
teenager, and her parents, not her dad mainly, was the one who like kicked her out. Like he was like, if you can't live under these rules, then you get out of my house. And okay, I'm gonna get out the house, and she flew the fuck away.
Cause she can do that. She has
It's
superpowers.
like I don't know what you can't
I mean, she.
treat a specific
Why
person.
you say okay, and what? It's like, what do you mean and what? Like that's just
And then
one.
the
That's
brother-
a pivotal plot point.
The brother was left there by
That's
himself
not even the most
with
important
his
thing.
father. So his father has all the attention towards the brother. So now the brother has to be like, well, now I have to like
and now
step
they
up.
got beef because she's gone, and he has to deal with it on his own.
This is a dumb show. This is a dumb show. And here's the thing. I don't want to be disrespectful to the comic because if this is not a one-to-one comparison to the comic, if this is not accurate to the comic, then I don't want to be disrespectful to the comic. But if this is accurate to the comic, then the comic is stupid as well. Okay? Burn everything.
This
Okay?
man right
Burn
here.
all of them.
Burn it. Burn it all.
Literally throwing money down the drain. Because the only people who may be
Burn
watching
it.
it
Burn it all.
Did I say sit there and look stupid? I said burn
out of the
it.
bad special effects, out of the poor script writing, out of the poor storyline, out of the poor everything.
Everything's
This
connected
man,
though.
this
All the
show-
storylines
this show is like
connect
the-
very
Everything
well.
connects very well.
This is like what happens
And
when
then
you
the
ask
twist
for
at the
Justice
end,
League,
I don't
they
think
can get
you-
it from Wish. I don't know.
It's like there's so much more to it. And then look at the dad's outfit. It's so unique. It's like, yes, red cape, Superman, red, you see a red crest on his chest.
Yeah,
Think
white.
Superman. It's an obvious thing. But it's not Superman. It's not Superman. It's something different. And then you look at the son,
His sunsuit looks good too. Look at
it
that.
does too. And it's like you can tell he wants to be like his father.
He got the same exact
Red cape.
crest on his chest.
Red cape, crest. He got like the belt looking thing. It's not the same, but it's kind of similar.
I think she did have the sister. I think she did have a suit like in the beginning, but
Somewhat, but then she's not really rocking with it for real. So
she got rid of it quick.
she
Oh,
usually
my
wears
God,
her
I'm pretty
her
sure.
civvy clothes. Like it's like, come on now. And then the mom herself is like, her suit is so unique too.
Oh, this is bad. I don't know how many other words or how many other scenarios or examples I can give to you to describe how bad
Maybe
this
show
show is.
us a
but
clip
this is bad.
of a
Avoid
scene
this
or
show
something.
Give us an
at all
example.
costs. If you love your sanity, listen to me. Look at me. Look at me. If you want to remain sane and don't want to have a bad, bitter taste in your mouth, especially coming from an awesome show like Invincible, avoid this like the plague. Anyways, guys, that's
Hey, bro, you want to bowl?
Look at me. Look at me. If you want to actually watch the show and give your own opinion towards it, then go ahead and go on Netflix and watch
Go
Jupiter's
ahead and
Legacy.
Watch it yourself. We
Because
encourage everybody
genuinely,
to watch everything except for Last Airbender.
Yeah. But genuinely, because I don't like hearing false or like just exaggerated reviews. You can hear stuff in people from people and online, but to actually see it, then it's like it's another thing. Cause like it's like, come on, utter trash, really bad. Everyone needs to be blacklisted.
I was just gonna say
blacklisted, bro.
Everybody needs to
Come
get
on.
sent to prison. The guy that recommended it to you is
It should
Satan.
never be put out. Like, come on now. It's not
that bad.
it's-
There's a lot of worse shows out there, honestly.
It's not even bad. It was like I was hooked. I really got
It's
hooked
not a
when
bad
I
show,
was
though.
like.
What do you give it on a rating?
I definitely give it like a 7.5. I give it a 7.5, only because I wanted more fight scenes and I wanted obviously better fight scenes.
Yeah.
But 7.5 is a really good point from what I even saw, because from not knowing what this show was at all.
Yeah, from the trailer's perspective,
Yeah, from
it
the
looked awful. It's a fun time, no alcohol required. Please don't block me, bro. Don't block my channel, please. I was making a joke. Please.
But if you guys like the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Don't throw any hate or
any
drama.
No hate
at
towards
him.
Amazing
He's entitled to
Lucas.
his own opinion. If he doesn't like the show, that's completely fine. We like the show. We just like to point out the differences we had in his review compared to our perspective. So, all love on him. Hope his channel grows, all that stuff. Hope he gets more views.
I was about to say his channel's bigger than ours.
Yeah, I was gonna say he'll be all right. He'll be all
I
right.
was about to say he's fine.
He's good, but
Come to us. But
coming over here.
I don't know.
Hey man, if you do end up seeing our video, don't hate us or anything like that, because this is not what it is. This is pure entertainment. Pure entertainment. I don't need.
Yeah.
What's she saying?
Well, hold on. Let me just. All right, you guys.
we gotta
We gotta end the video. So, see ya.